Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you the Czech glass flat teardrops and dagger beads. Now we have some really cool varieties here, and this is just a small selection of what we actually carry over at beadaholique.com, but I just wanted to kind of pull out a few different finishes that might be new or kind of interesting to you. So I'm actually going to start by talking about the flat teardrops, and I want to start by showing you a project that I created. Now, the great thing about these is that oftentimes people think that you can only do bead weaving, but don't disregard stringing. So this is just a very simple strung project just to create a really nice little scalloped look with all of these beautiful flat teardrops. So you can see that they kind of have this cool, almost etched, they kind of look like almost maybe a shell or something that you would pull out of the earth. So very cool, and you can see that really well in these three strands here. So you can kind of have that little crackle look, which is kind of neat. And then we have the metallics up here as well. So you can kind of incorporate those in. Let's say you wanted to use the silver or the gold with the silver or kind of gold tone crackle here. So kind of cool that you can sort of mix and match the different styles. So some of the other colors we have three of these sort of luster colors, and these are really pretty. They do have that kind of soft glow to them. They're not a matte finish, they're kind of a luster, so they're not super shiny, but they do have that sort of, again, kind of just soft glow to them. So you can just kind of see it as I'm moving it on the table. So we have a beautiful purple, a lovely blue, and this really nice sort of chalk white, which is going to just be a really nice sort of pearly neutral for you. And then we have a jet here. So we have jet and then jet AB. So this is going to be that kind of blue color here. So again, just really, really shiny. And then speaking of true mattes, we have a few matte finishes here. So this is that matte black, and I just wanted to point it out to show you next to the sort of full-on jet or the black there. So it's going to be a little bit more subdued. It's almost going to look kind of like a slate gray, like a really, really dark slate, which can be very, very cool. So we also have these little skulls here, so you can get the big skulls or the skull and the crossbones. Very fun, very excited to use that in some lovely Halloween projects. And then here are some kind of cool ones. So we have the fairy wings, and I'm going to show you that in a minute in the laser etched in the dagger shape, but now we have them in the teardrop shape. So this is actually really cool. They look like just little fairy wings. And then this actually kind of reminds me, this little crackle here, kind of reminds me of a really cool sort of space age giraffe. So very, very fun. So you can actually see these when they are separated from the strand. Now the teardrops are 9 millimeters by 11 millimeters. So 9 across there at the bottom and then 11 top to bottom. And they have a hole that is side drilled into the top there. So they're going to kind of act like little briolets. So they are flat teardrops from Czech glass. All right, so now let's talk about the dagger beads. Now the daggers are a little bit bigger. They are 5 by 16, so these are going to be a little bit longer. So I'm going to show you the project in just a moment, but I want to start going over some of the colors here. Now this is actually really cool. So I'm going to show you one of these in my hand here so you can see that these are considered backlit. So the back that you're seeing there is that silver. So if you kind of flip it over and flip it around and turn it, you're getting that nice color on the front side. So it is sort of that glow effect. So we have a couple of different colors there for you to choose from, and they all have that silver. And then we do have the full silver here that's going to allow you to sort of utilize the full back and front silver if you did want to mix it in with some of those backlits. So you wouldn't have to turn these ones around, or you could as well, just an option for you. So we do have that full silver if you're interested in that. So yeah, so just to kind of go over some of these colors, we have some beautiful bronze, we have that jet with that kind of AB finish on it as well, gold in that sort of crackle, and then this is really interesting. This is one of my favorites. I really like this one. It just sort of flashes and it's got so many different colors. So then we have, again, just sort of a little bit of a darker gray there as well, and then this beautiful kind of rosy gold copper. Now, speaking of those laser etched, so this is an older project of ours, and this actually, I did this in a video for you, but if you're interested in these laser etched ones, this is similar to the little teardrops that I was showing you earlier. So it's that same little laser etched pattern in the teardrop, so we have it in the dagger there as well. But we also have some other little kind of finishes. Now this is a little bit of a softer kind of laser etch, so it's a little bit more purpley. You can actually see that it's got a nice little sort of blue flash to it. It's kind of got, again, that little AB to it. So we have that one, and then we also have this cool yellow one, so I think you could use this for maybe some fun bumblebee stuff. And then we have the eye, the Peacock here, so that is in a beautiful soft purple, a beautiful kind of Tanzanite shade. And then we also have the feather-like style here as well. So again, this is just a small selection of the teardrops and the laser etched daggers that we carry over at Beadaholique.com, and be sure to check out our inspiration projects and all of our other videos showing you how to use these great beads. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button below, and again, you can find all of this by heading over to Beadaholique.com.